what we do during these tap and talks is we tap on the points as I go through some training. We do some specific tapping to help you to transform your life, your world, become the best and most powerful version of you so you can achieve your goals, your dreams. Okay. And today we are talking about getting in the wealth zone. So originally I was just going to do getting in the zone, which is such a powerful place. It's a state of being that everything just converges and coalesces and everything comes together. It's a beautiful space where you are co-creating with the universe and everything just lines up. It's a very surprising space because like, wait, how did that happen? What the hell? It's like magic just unfolds when you're in the zone. And there is a way to get in the zone. It's not our it is our natural state of being, but we have been conditioned out of it. It's like the vortex. If you know Abraham Hicks, then she speaks of the vortex, and that I relate that to what I call the zone. So I was going to talk just about getting in the zone, but we're actually going to bring it in to be more specific and talk about getting in the wealth zone. So, and that means that the actions that you take, the vibration that you're in, the frequency that you're in, it all assists you in being able to create the wealth, the freedom in your way. And this is not just about financial wealth. This is about health is wealth. It's about having the right relationships, and not just, your significant other. It's about all your relationships and being able to be in the zone in your life and your spirituality. It all contributes to your holistic wealth. Okay. So, and it's important that you define what that is for you. So before we go any further, I just want to remind you, if you're new here, or if you're a regular on my channel, then this thing that I'm doing right now is tapping, emotional freedom technique, EFT, whatever you want to call it. It's incredibly powerful. So what I'm doing with these lives is we just tap for 30 minutes. We just tap. Sometimes we do targeted tapping, which is the most powerful way to tap. But just actually stimulating the acupressure points, you are releasing. You are actually recalibrating and adjusting the central nervous system, and your subconscious mind is working on stuff that you don't even realize it's working on. So I encourage you strongly to tap with me, tap on the points that I tap on while I'm talking, and just give yourself the grace to experience the shift that comes with this powerful technique, because it is profoundly powerful. And if you don't want to do this, then you can do this. Just tap on the ends of the fingers like that, like right next to the cuticle, because there's an acupressure point right there next to the nail bed. So you can tap on that. But I'm going to do this, which may be distracting, but I don't care because this is my show and I get to do what I want, and I want to help you to transform. And this is what we do on these lives. So getting in the wealth zone, the first thing you must do, it is super important, it is the foundation of everything, is define what wealth means to you, what it means financially. What does your life look like? What are you doing? Who are you with? What kind of choices are you making? So just say somebody dropped $1 million in your lap right now. Now, in today's world, realistically, $1 million is actually not a lot of money. It is for a lot of people, but in the Western world, unfortunately, $1 million doesn't go as far as it used to. However, if somebody just dropped $1 million in your life right now, in your bank account right now, what would you choose to do differently? Because here's what money and financial wealth and financial freedom really is. It is simply the ability to make better quality choices. Choices that better serve what we really want in our lives instead of compromising all the time. So, a lack of financial freedom causes us to compromise constantly on what we really want. So, if you didn't have to compromise because of a lack of financial resources, what would you choose differently? Where would you live? What's your lifestyle? Who are you with? What are you doing? What are you contributing to? What causes are you contributing to? Are you following your passion, your purpose? So it's really important that you identify and define what that looks like for you from a heart space. And it's not necessarily, don't buy into it's all about the fancy cars. And unless that really does light you up and that is a soul desire for you, so many people climb that ladder and they get to the top of the ladder and go, wait a minute, this is empty, this is soulless, this does not fulfill me and satisfy me. What the hell? I made all these sacrifices and this, it just doesn't feed my soul. So what will feed your soul? You'll probably make different choices around health. The kind of practitioners that you go to see, or maybe you'll go on spiritual retreats or health retreats. Maybe you'll take really great quality supplements that you're not taking at this point. And there's all different kinds of things that you might do differently in relation to your health. How would your relationships be different? Money affects relationships. I mean, it shouldn't, but it does because of the pressures that money stress and anxiety causes. It has the ability to destroy relationships, and that is terribly sad. But it is a reality in our world. So, how would your relationships look different? Where would you be more generous in your life? And society has sold us a picture of success, a vision of success. Does that really align with you? Certainly doesn't align with me. The vision of success that everybody else buys into, like the Elon Musks of the world, he's incredibly successful. Don't get me wrong. I admire him greatly. He's amazing. And kudos to him for being able to achieve what he's achieved. It's phenomenal, mind-blowing. It's just not what I want for me. I don't want to be an Elon Musk. That's not something I aspire to. So what is your vision? Because it is uniquely yours, and you need to give yourself permission to dream in a way that inspires and uplifts and motivates you. Motivation comes from within. You cannot get motivation externally. For a short period of time, you can go to something like a Tony Robbins gig, and you can get short-term motivation. And yes, it can be life-changing. But what are you going to do beyond that to maintain that state? It's a state. Being motivated is a state. Being happy is a state. Being in the zone is a state. So let's get back into the conversation about the wealth zone. Once you've defined what it looks like for you to be in the zone with wealth, in whatever that looks like for you, now it's about aligning who you truly are with those dreams and aspirations in a way that it flows, in a way that you are attracting what you need when you need it, in a way that your efforts actually help you to make progress. Sometimes it's big progress, sometimes it's just incremental progress, but in a way that everything is just lining up. It does not mean that you will not face challenges. And your ability to find solutions to those challenges is a part of being in the zone. Because when you get good at finding solutions, When you get good at creating solutions, that is a part of being in the zone. And things line up automatically. So let's actually do some targeted tapping. Start by tapping on the inside of the eye and repeat after me. I choose to find my wealth zone. I'm ready to get in the zone around wealth. I'm curious to find out what it looks like to be in the zone around wealth. To be able to attract wealth and abundance effortlessly. To be able to overcome challenges with ease. I'm ready to get in the wealth zone. I'm not quite sure what that looks like, but I know that the wealth zone is available to me. And getting in the vortex. I'm ready to get out of struggle and get in the wealth zone. I'm choosing to leave struggle behind and find my wealth zone. Even though I'm not sure what that looks like. And I'm not really sure what that entails. I choose to be open and curious about this wealth zone. And slipping into the stream of wealth and abundance, where my efforts yield wealth and abundance, where my superpowers create wealth and abundance. I am ready to get in the wealth zone. I'm excited to get in the wealth zone. I'm curious to find out what that looks like. I'm curious to take action in the zone. I know the zone is waiting for me. And wealth and abundance are waiting for me. I'm ready to get in the wealth zone. I'm ready to live in the wealth zone. I'm ready to experience the magic of being in the wealth zone. I'm ready to explore the possibilities and live from the wealth zone. Okay, keep tapping, let that land. So I mentioned in that tapping your superpowers. And your superpowers are an enormous part of this equation. So this is your gifts, your talents, your core genius, your unconscious competence. The things that you play at that other people have to work at. The knowledge that you have acquired throughout your lifetime. The expertise and the experience that you have accumulated. The wisdom that you have. All of those things come together that are uniquely yours to enable you to create a unique wealth formula. So yes, there are many, there are just a gazillion different ways that you could create wealth and abundance in your life. And there's lots of examples out there of people who have already done it. And you listen to those podcasts about multimillionaires and billionaires and incredibly successful people who have created enormous success in their lives. And there are some very some very defining elements about those people, their traits and characteristics that they have, and their ability to focus and be undaunted and find solutions. That is universal. There are universal traits and characteristics that every single wealthy and successful person have. But if you listen to all the different ways in which they created wealth, and they define the formula according to the way they got there. But if you really unpack it, regardless of the fact that there are universal traits and characteristics, and there are universal elements of success that do not change. Absolutely, they are foundational. You cannot sort of, at least in our 3D world at the moment, you cannot not employ those. But each and every one of those people actually found their own way. They found their own unique wealth formula. They kind of found it and created it at the same time, but they applied their gifts, their talents, their core genius, their unconscious competence, their wisdom, their experience, their knowledge, all of the things that made them uniquely them, they applied to something specific. So what is your unique wealth formula? And this is where I think a lot of people struggle, is that they're searching for the thing, the answer, and the answer is inside of you, because people are searching for it out there somewhere. And look, I was guilty of that for many years, and I'd have success and then I'd sort of fall flat on my face, which I don't know if you can still see, but I've still got some bruising from I fell off my bike a week and a half ago and cracked my head. And I'm even crazier now than I was before, if that's at all possible. I'm a weirdo by 10 now. No, I don't think that is possible. But I bought into it. I bought into, this is the thing. If I just do what this person did, it's all going to work out for me. And I've spent, I don't even know. I don't want to think about how much money I've spent. Well over $100,000 on actually, that's very conservative, on different courses, and and they all contributed to assisting me become who I am today. I'm not saying that they weren't worthwhile investments, but by the same token, when I was looking out there for the answer instead of looking inside for my own wealth formula, for how I could get into my wealth zone, it wouldn't work. So what is your unique wealth zone, your unique wealth formula? What does it look like for you? So let's go back to the basic principles. There is no secret here. It's all inside of you. There is no secret. You know this in the very depths of your heart and soul. You already know and understand these basic principles. As you are so uniquely you. There is nobody else like you. There has never been anybody like you before. There will never be anybody like you again. Out of the billions of people who live now and have lived before, nobody is just like you. Nobody. You are the one and only. Do you know T. Harv Eker? Do you know what the T stands for? The Harv Eker. And that came out of his own experience. When he recognized this truth, that he was the one and is the one and only Harv Eker, he put the T in front of his name to remind him every day just how unique and just how amazing and just how special he is, and just what value he has to offer to the world. Nobody will value you until you value you. You cannot borrow value outside of you. It's inside of you. Yeah, you can learn loads from different people out there. I highly recommend you do, to grow and evolve and expand and shift your consciousness and become a better version of you. The learning and growth part is essential. And why not learn from the people who have gone before you? But by the same token, if you keep looking for all the answers out there and you don't look in here and in here, actually, it's more in here, then you're going to always come up short. You've got to combine the external knowledge and understanding of the way this world works, the way the systems work, how to play the systems, how to play the game, how to play the money game, how to offer value to the marketplace in a way that the marketplace wants to, I love this phrase, wants to throw their money at your face or throw their credit cards at your face. It's like, oh my God, I want what they've got. I want what she's got. I want what he's got. And this is what getting in the zone is all about. And it's being authentic, authentically you. Who is that? Do you even know who that is? We get so lost in meeting every society's expectations, everybody else's expectations, into conforming what everybody else expects us to be, into complying. And then we expect other people to comply with our view of the world. Can we not just live and experience life in our own unique way, respecting others and respecting others' right to do the same thing, instead of insisting that they play by our rules? There are certain things that we need for social cohesion in our different societies. I get that. But there is a part of you, a big part of you, that you need to give yourself permission to play and be uniquely you and authentic. One of the greatest currencies that you have is authenticity. In a fake world that is peddling loads of fake crap, your authenticity will shout over the top of all the fake nonsense. Because guess what? Fake is it's dying. The deceit, the lies, it's all being exposed. The veil is being lifted. It's coming down. And the truth is being exposed in all areas of our world as the light comes and exposes the darkness. So your authenticity is more valuable than it has ever been. Being uniquely you is so valuable. Believe it or not, this is all about getting in the wealth zone. Because once you value you, as I said, nobody will value you until you value you. Once you value you, once you know your worth, how amazing and how special and the brilliance that you have inside of you, and the incredible gifts and talents that you have to offer the world that nobody else can, that are so valuable to the right audience. So it's actually one of the elements. Well, there's 4 parts to this, but it's self-worth, self-belief, self-confidence, and self-love. Just imagine if you have unshakable belief in yourself. Just imagine if you knew you were really worthy of living your dream life, whatever that looks like. Just imagine if you loved yourself unconditionally. Just imagine if you had unshakable confidence in your ability to achieve anything. Imagine being that person now. How do you show up differently? What action do you take? Self-belief, self-worth, self-confidence, and self-love. You work on those 4 things, you will change your entire future, your entire life. Your trajectory will spin so damn fast, it will make you dizzy. And of course, these things don't happen overnight. I've been tapping for a long time. I tap almost every day on so much stuff. You have no idea how much stuff I have released using this incredible technique. And one more thing I'm going to leave you with, because we are almost at time today, but your intention. Your intention to get into the wealth zone, that's the beginning of everything changing. And it needs to be your dominant intention. What do I mean by that? So your intention is the spark that ignites the fire that will grow and grow and grow and grow and grow beneath your dreams. However, there had to be a however, didn't there? What you really need to be aware of is that your subconscious mind is running the show. 92 to 96% of your results are driven by the unconscious and subconscious programs that are living in here, many of which you don't even know are there. So it is your dominant intention. So you can talk about abundance and all the rest and building wealth and doing the things and all those things. You can talk about that until the cows come home. And the thing is that if your subconscious has a more dominant program running, going, nah, it's not safe. It's not safe. You can't go there. There's too much danger, danger, danger. If those programs are running and dominating your frequency, your vibration, your intention, without you even being aware of it, then your conscious intention, which if 92 to 96% of your results are driven by this, then that means that 4 to 8% are driven consciously. That's a scary kind of, that's a scary equation when you think about it, isn't it? But it explains a lot, doesn't it? All the affirmations that you're doing, all the action that you're taking, all the visualization. Why isn't this shit working? I know, I get it. It can be frustrating sometimes. It is, it's frustrating. Acknowledge it. It's frustrating. But when you understand the reason why, that's when you start to do the work to get into the subconscious and go, okay, what is my dominant intention here? What am I really afraid of? Here's a great question that I'm going to leave you with. What's slowing me down, standing in the way, and stopping me from getting in the wealth zone? What's slowing me down, standing in the way, and stopping me from getting in the wealth zone? And that question that you ask yourself, you can sit down with this question over a space of 20 to 30 minutes at least. And you know where that question is going to, is directed toward your subconscious, your higher consciousness, your higher self, the part of you that is potentially putting roadblocks and sabotaging your progress because it has a dominant intention of keeping you safe. Your subconscious's primary reason for doing this is to keep you safe. So it thinks it's doing you a favor by sabotaging you because it's going, no, that's not safe. You go there, you're in danger, I'm protecting you. Yeah, true story. I know this shit's complicated. I know it's hard. I know sometimes it's like, how am I ever going to figure this shit out? I get it. If that's the way you feel, then just be there. Just be there. And set the intention to figure out how to get in the wealth zone. Because if you make that your dominant intention, then you will find out what is blocking you. And the universe will show you the way. I'm going to do one final tapping before we wrap it up today. Just tap with me. Breath first. I choose to relax, allow, lean in, and let go. And be curious about finding my wealth zone. I choose to relax, allow, lean in, let go, and find my wealth zone. I choose to partner with the universe and allow it to guide me to find my wealth zone. I choose to be open to all the opportunities and all the possibilities and work directly with universe, with source to find my wealth zone. I choose to relax, allow, lean in and let go. To find my wealth zone. I choose to release all unconscious resistance and relax, allow, lean in and let go to find my wealth zone. I choose to relax, allow, lean in and let go. And allow the universe to guide me to my wealth zone. Okay, deep breath. And release it. Achieving wealth, creating wealth, attracting wealth is not a passive activity. But when you find that zone, when you get into that wealth zone, you will be amazed at the magic and the miracles that will unfold for you. So I do hope you have enjoyed the tap and talk today with this flow tapping that we do. And I do this twice a week if you are new here. If you have enjoyed this, and do me a favor, like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how this landed for you, how it impacted for you, because this pushes this out to the algorithm and helps other people find this incredible technique. So, and by the way, if you want to know about joining our wealth consciousness community, so this is something that I have created on School, and I have just dropped the price to an unbelievable $7 a month. You get to tap with me once a month. We do tapping together. I work with people personally in the hot seat, live on the call, to help you to get the breakthroughs that you need and to clear those limiting beliefs, those fears, those doubts, those blocks. So if you really want to get help from me, then you will find that link. And there's loads of other links down there for free stuff too in the description, so you can check those out. I love you loads, and I seriously want you to be so happy and successful and live life on your terms. And I encourage you to do so much tapping, because it is so profoundly powerful and impactful and has changed my life. And I know it will change yours. I love you loads. I'll see you on the next Tap and Talk. Bye.